Hello guys, hello ladies and gentlemen. I'm so excited this time that I'm back and going to learn another interesting topic. So we are going to see the difference between function and return. It's actually not different, but what these terms mean, how do they work together, right? So, and even we will look at the word print or console.log in JavaScript. What actually these terms are, because they would be really helpful to it, right? So let's jump into pretty quick. So in first place, what is a function? Okay, a function is piece of code, I would say, that process the data, right? In simple word, piece of code that process the data to give us the output or the result, right? That's how we can simply define a function. So that means in simple words, in function we take two things, right? Or we have two steps to consider. This one is very important because most people struggle to use function, especially if you're a beginner, and how powerful they are when you're writing a bunch of code and you need to write some function that will help you to fix issues. Actually, most of the big projects are built under a lot of functions that are doing different action, right? So when I write a function, I have to think of just three things, right? There is input, which are the data that we input in the function. Then the second stage will be the processing, right? Processing of that data. Then the last will be the result or the output. Think of that. That's actually what function is. So if we take a look on this simple picture, it can help us to understand, right? You can see that we got some input. Even in most of a machine, when we maybe put some things in a machine, actually the result will be different. And what happened, there's input, there's a processing happen, and there's output right here, right? So that is the same thing here. So we have the input, processing, and output, all the result. So that is a function. And what then a return keyword come in, and what is it? Because it really confuses people, especially to understand what return do and what maybe print do or console.log based on the language. So a return keyword is the word, like it really help the function to give out, right? You can say give out, right? Or you can call it to bring out the result, right? So think in this way that if we process the data, we need those data that have been processed to be outside. And what the role of return keyword is to help us to put outside those data from a function. That's what return keyword do. So that means after processing the data, the return keyword will say, you know what, go outside as a result because the data has been processed. So then what is console.log, or what is return, or what is print or console.log based on the language? So this one coming, it's different from return keyword. This one, what they do, it just show the user what is available, show the user, right? For example, one of the things you can show the user, you might show specific string, specific number, or those console. It's actually a method itself naturally that is designed to show the user what's inside the machine. Okay, let's go with the example. So let's write a simple function, maybe it's function called add number, right? Cons add. I'll use arrow function, and when we are writing a function, right, we are expecting that the function might receive input or might do an action that receives input. But here, as we define, let's give it expect some input. So we'll give it two parameters. Let's say because addition, it is expecting num1 and num2 as the input. And what this function gonna do, it will just add these two numbers. So what do? We just add num1 plus now num2. Okay, maybe let's even store this result into a variable. We can say cons result equal, or maybe sum equal num1 plus num. Okay, so this one, once we are done here, we can call this function now down here. Add, we pass it 1 and 2. So from here, you see we can only see the result using the console. So if I console here to see the result, you see I won't see anything. Why? Because my function has processed the data. Actually, I do have the sum in here, but I'm not returning it outside, right? It needs to leave this machine and go outside with the result or the processed data. So that's why what I need to do, I need to write a return, and this return will return what? Will return my sum. Okay, but when it was coming is when it's about console or print in other like languages like Python or C, all it is doing here is just showing me that my function is returning or is resulting into 3, because that's what console do. So console log will just show the user what's going on there, because right here I can even say console.log just hi, right? It just show me what is underhood the machine. So yeah, so that was it. I hope you guys catch up what is a function. Function help us in like programming, doing a lot of things when you want to really minimize and do small actions and combine them together in a bigger project. So it's really important to understand this, and you guys, I invite you to like, subscribe, and comment, suggestion. I'll be happy to hear from you. Have a good time. Keep it up. Thank you guys. Bye.